Well, you're most welcome back to Gmodism. We're here with another Gimle battle. This is a beautiful design from Pizza Summoner, and it is the Cataclysm. Very cool. We actually had a tournament several years ago where we had 100k no rules. We had another design called the Cataclysm, so I just wanted to check it was really the Cataclysm. You get confused. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. We have a beautiful color palette of blues with dark blue, teal, white. Oh, look at this diamond shape here on the side. I think this looks so cool. So many details and stuff going on here. We're just gonna check out this little boat and head into battle. We obviously have a very clear gemstone design. Like, what is this? What is this part? Is there a crystal? To my knowledge, there isn't a crystal mimic. Man. Oh, look. Look. It is actually a shard cannon shell. Isn't that very cool? Man, look, it looks like a Sims. It looks like a Sims icon thing. Anyways, it's a little reshaped shard cannon ammo. That's so cool. Right, that's so smart though. Is it like translucent? No, it's just shiny. Anyways, very cool. So, what do we got here? We're gonna look at this little ship here. It obviously has the luxury yacht vibe. So what do we have? We got squash head, we got shaped charges, we got flax to take out some cramps. That's probably burst flak, isn't it? We're probably having some burst flak here. No, let's see here. Emergency. Yeah, I think Pizza Summoner put some burst flak here to take out the Gimle's cramps. Gonna be real cool to see that in action. We got sabots, good old sabots. And also, some disruptor conduits to mess with enemies' shields. Well, that's very cool. And we got an insane amount of thrust going on here. I wonder if we can, like... I don't know. We'll see how quick it will go later on, I suppose. Well, it looks absolutely fantastic. I wonder if it has an interior. If it does, we should indeed teleport to this thing. Look at that. Oh, we have a teleporter here. Gun damage. We're keeping track. Oh, that's cool. Is this a fridge? Who knows? Well, we got some basic interiors here. I don't think we can get out of there. So, let's check the facilities here. I do believe we have pretty basic facilities. Oh, is this? That's not an elevator, is it? Actually, I want to know if it is. What is this, anyways? That's a decoy, okay. We got some decoys in the superstructure. That makes a lot of sense. Here we have some APS, so... Oh! May this be burst flak? Yep, this is burst flak. So, cool. It's gonna be really cool. So the burst flak, it basically sends out the cloud of flak just to kill a cram shell really hard. It's gonna take some time for that to reload, but it's a good way to deal like a lot of damage really quickly. Yep, dirty blew up. And the look of this thing, it's so cool. And here we probably have some... oh, is this flax to deal with incoming crams? Well, that probably is needed too. So we got some diff gun flax too. So we really have a high budget at taking out the Gimle's crams then, I see. We got a lot of wood, a lot of spaced armor like this. I am... this looks like a... Oh yeah, we got some sloped heavy armor here too. We have a pretty strong armor scheme. We have like loads of heavy armor and loads of alloy to just survive. I think this is gonna put up a really good fight, so I think we're gonna head into the battlefield and see how it performs. Whoops. Anyways, I just love we can walk around on a deck here. It just gives such luxury yacht vibes. Anyways, can't wait to see it in battle. We're in the battlefield here. They've lined up, rules are set, and Pizza Summer's Cataclysm is ready to rumble. So let's unpause the game and see what happens. Oh lord. This is some tracers going on there. Bam! The lamps are working tirelessly and fails. Oh! Ooh, that's a lucky one! Man, that's a really good aim. Alright, so we'll see if that cram cannon will be able to function after that. Oh, I think we saw some diff flags popping in there to take out some stuff. Let's see here. Bam! We take out that cram shell too. This thing, by the way, is at the cost of the Gimle. Cram shots are popping in there. They're going toe to toe, side by side. Cram shells are going through the defenses, but no cigar yet, no hit indeed. Gimle is down to down by 5%. Oh, that cram jumped. So, oh, that one too. Are we lucky or what? Anyways, strong shields are a very good investment. I do believe this is great news for the Cataclysm. And it really takes out many of those cram shells. Oh, those barrels kind of went there, but I think they're still functional. Speaking of which, I wonder if we should check if that cram cannon over at the Gimle is still functional or not. Pizza Summoner is definitely in the lead by like many percentages. Ooh, look at that! Superstructure. Don't shoot at the main part. Shoot at the superstructure instead, the Gimle says. We're getting some exposed... Oh, this cram cannon is looking pretty sad now. So, I wonder if our cram cannon that kinda doesn't have a barrel will shoot or not. And I think it actually will. That was a super good opening shot. Well, glad we got some decoy shots, but man, I don't think it's gonna be enough. We're down to 86%. We've taken some substantial damage here. Oh lord, look at that. That's the AI core. Ooh, the AI is inches away from being completely annihilated. Man, that's insane. We're getting these swarms. These are like scary swarms, man. Look at them. Bam! Just going through like that. I think this sniper cannon turret ain't very happy anymore. It still shoots somehow. Alright. I kind of want to see what happens with these speedy shots going on there. Alright. Nah, it jumped. Well, many of our cram shells seem to miss too, and the Cataclysm is in the lead by like 10% now. It's really good, looking really great for the Cataclysm, and it's not even using it's not even using crams as its main weapon. Man, this thing is pretty quick, isn't it? Not that quick, it just feels quick. Kinda similar speed to the Gimle then. And at that distance, a lot of our shots are actually missing. Cataclysm is still at like 93%. And our lambs are unfortunately keeping busy with trying to shoot down these shells instead of dealing damage, which is it's actually an issue, I think. I think it would have done good if it dealt some damage using those laser strength instead. As we can't take him out anyways. Well, maybe lamps are worth it or not. Bam! We got a turret there. 88 percentages. That's a pretty good hit, man. I think that was a decoy cram popping in there. This is probably a real cram. Yeah, it's looking a bit sad. I wonder if it's gonna switch sides. Mortars are hitting. They're not very dangerous, though. They're mostly distractions. As Pizza Summer may have known. I don't know. And this is, of course, best of 3, as always. This is the official brackets, if I forgot to tell you that. If I don't say anything, just assume it's official brackets. If I say it's unofficial brackets, well, it is. I feel that all our flak diff guns are completely wasted here. Because they are, of course, meant to take out crams and missiles, and Pizza Summer didn't bring anything. The Cataclysm, she does come empty-handed in terms of missiles and cram shells. So yeah, our defenses are completely useless against that, and you know, that's a good counter to the Gimle. Are we going to go... Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely joking? Are we heading for land? This never happened before. We have had the same battle location all along. Alright, it's gonna be really interesting to see if the ships are maneuvering away from... Man. I hope I set up the Gimle's depth control in a good way. Literally all the Gimle battles are at the same place. Oh no, it's gonna run at ground, isn't it? Oh no. Ah. Oh no. I don't think it checks for depth. I think it's breadboard controlled. It doesn't check for... That's so tragic. How's the Gimle doing? The same fate bestows the Gimle, and it's not breadboard controlled. It should be able to deal with a situation like this. Well, it doesn't. What? Does it realize like now, oh, maybe we hit the ground or something? Apparently. So the Gimle is at 67 percentages, aka not great. And the Cataclysm is at 78. This was a interesting twist in the battle. Never happened to our battle location before. Makes me go and check my notes for the Gimle's depth requirement. I should probably actually update the Gimle's required depth of operation then. Only after 5 minutes. What the hell? We just went straight through this. What are the chances we end up here? Alright. That's just great. The Gimle has decided to smash itself against the rocks again. We got turning capabilities left, so I don't know really what it's up to. But yeah, I think the Gimle is gonna run itself on ground, basically. That's probably what it's gonna do. Unsmart AIs doing their thing, 101. Do you know a really cool thing? Before I saw when they updated the AI, they kind of removed a little brain that was inside the AI mainframe. And I was so sad. And I checked recently, and they actually added it back again, so there is a brain inside the AI mainframe now. So we can all be happy. Man, this thing is so... Oh, it's because it's measuring the depth from the AI's position. So it kind of thinks this... okay, I'll need to just double that or something. This battle became weird. Bam. I never thought this of being an inherent advantage of crams, but you can see that some of the APS shells, they don't make it through and kind of hit the hills, and the cram shells, due to their slower speed, arc over the landscape. So that actually gives me great insight for the Ashes of the Empire campaign, where I should probably have some slower shots just to be able to arc over hills. Now this is just basic knowledge when it comes to real military, that you actually use natural ground to use as protections. You can lob stuff over stuff, but cool to see that in real action in From the Depth too. You can see some of those blue shells kind of hitting the rocks there. So I don't really know how to judge this thing here, because you know, we're having issues with the ground, but also there is nothing in the rules that says the ship will never meet a situation where they close in on the ground. And while the Gimle tries to maneuver out of it, it kind of does it poorly. The Cataclysm doesn't. So I don't see any reason why this would change the results of the battle. If your ship has a problem where it will go to too shallow waters and run over underground, run at ground and stuff like that, well, that's an issue. That is an issue that may appear in the battlefield. So in case the Gimle wins this thing, which we'll see if it does, I suppose it should be valid results, because again, there is nothing about there is not being a chance of we're going to go close to islands and stuff like that. And ships should be able to maneuver that. And the Gimle has an issue. It kind of crushes itself to the rocks there, but it's trying to kind of move out a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. We only have a few minutes left on this battle, and we're gonna see who leads the results by then. I'm not sure the Gimle will be able to take the upper hand, but, you know, if it does, it does. So we're having this lob fest to the last 3 minutes, where the Cataclysm is leading by 2%. Ooh. Scary stuff. Are you kidding me? Oh, no way! The Gimle got in the lead by 0.6% at the last like 30 seconds. That's absolutely crazy. Because the Gimle has been smashing itself towards the rocks here for a while. And you know, I didn't anticipate a situation like this would appear. But I feel when we get to a weird situation like this, it's better to be consistent with the rules than doing some like weird things. So yeah, the first round goes to the Gimle, thanks to environmental. Yeah, so that's how it is. We're gonna go. This is best of 3. I really think the Pizza Summer's Cataclysm is a stronger design, so I expect it to win. But we'll see. Alright, round 2 it is. I want to really follow these cram shells here because I want to see the burst flak in action. No? Okay, they completely missed. No reason to fire them at least. Alright. Look at that. Alright. Those take care of that. We're gonna see if we're getting some real shots coming in there. Oh yes, there we go. The burst flak is popping. Bam! Taking out those cram shells. That's some killer cram shells. I think it's pretty impressive with this burst flak system. I like it, I like it. I'm gonna try and do something else. I don't know when I'm making this video, I might as well have made another video about that or not. As you might understand, sometimes I record like 3 battles in a row, because I think that's super cool to watch them battles. Oh no! The flag guns shot that thing that's like out of scope. And that's really interesting though. Don't tell me we're gonna head for the island again. Come on, mate. Do we need to select another spawn location to not get this situation? Because I don't like the situation if we're going to the island here. Man, the Pizza Sandmer's Cataclysm is doing a great job of shooting those cram shells out of the sky. I think it's reliably protecting itself from the first bursts. And these rods just do devastation towards barrels. I think this might be actually out of game now. Very impressive indeed. Just shooting a big swarm of Hesh. And if we hit remotely near... Oh man, look at... Oh yeah, that's damage. That cram can is just so weak now. Very impressive indeed. Alright. I kind of wonder what our sniper cannons are up to. Kind of fired this one, didn't we? There we go. Where does it go? I think it went somewhere inside there. Oh well. Oh. Oh, here's another flak burst gun. I'm getting like nervous about the terrain here. I think we're not heading for it this time. That's good. Perhaps the Gimle actually is. Oh well. Gimle is at 81 percentages. The Pizza Summer's Cataclysm is at 97. It's a very powerful design indeed. I kind of love that my cram mortars are actually doing something in this. They're actually managing to hit some of them. It's just... I really like Pizza Summer's design on this thing. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh, that cram shell went pretty close though. This thing kinda doesn't have much barrels left. Oh no, it's turning. It's turning. Alright. Yeah, this is... Maybe we'll need to select another location the last battle if there is the next one, because the Gimle is down to 75. So I think there will be a last battle, because I don't think the Gimle ain't gonna win this thing. Look at that. We're getting pretty damaged here, man. We're closing in dangerously towards the land, which isn't great. 73 percentages. Bam. That's popping in swarms here. Interesting indeed. 94 percentages the Cataclysm is at. Gimle is at 72. Ain't doing too good. Well, it's cool to see APS are gaining the upper hand like this. I think the choice of Hesh is pretty good against the turrets of the Gimle. I think the Gimle is gonna run into the ground here again. Yeah, our lambs are just eating up that laser energy. When I tested the Gimle against itself, it was actually better to have lamps, but at a position against this ship, I think this laser should actually deal damage instead. It's 68%. Are you heading towards ground, man? Isn't that like the exact same spot like last time? Like seriously, what the hell is going on? I think its AI may not be set up at all to care about land. Because I believe we took some major damage there. Holy crap. Man, that's brutal. However, the Gimle isn't doing much better. Can't believe I didn't add that. So now we're in degraded mood too, because obvious reasons. Look at this poor thing. Really messing up here. Probably should have added some wood, some rubber prongs on this thing to not make it get damaged like this. The Gimle has finally realized it's kind of running at ground, so it's trying to back out of this situation. Pizza Summer's gun still have field of view here, and they're aiming pretty good against the remaining dangerous turret, which is super great. Not other than that, the Gimle is down to 62%. So I'm pretty sure the Gimle is gonna lose this one, which means we're gonna have it to the last battle. And for that battle, we're definitely going to select another location that's not on the trajectory, because it seems that I think Pizza Summer likes to use a lot of breadboard. So I think that's an issue with breadboard. They can't kind of detect depth very easily. They don't do pathfinding, which ain't great. So I think the Gimle tries to get out of here, but that the Pizza Summer's breadboard is just heading for the straight like location that will make it kind of die. Well, I expect the rest of the battle is gonna go like this. The Gimle just sitting here. None of the main guns are working, and it's just getting slowly pounded down to below 55. So yeah, this battle's results go to Pizza Summoner, and if the results would change after this point, I will of course update you in a second. Other than that, if it didn't, we'll just move on to the next battle. So, congrats, Pizza Summoner, for winning the second battle. Which means it's up to the third to decide best of 3. Alright, now we're kind of between the islands. We can't run into shit here, right? So, third round, let's go! I just hate that the first Cramwell kind of misses all the time. They actually got taken out by some burst stuff. Looked like the Gimle got hit by lightning there. Swarms are popping in there. Oh, those crams are getting annihilated again. This time, the Cataclysm chose to go to the other side. Interesting. Oh, man. Somehow, a lot of the shells are missing now for this reason. I wonder if it's gonna be faster and more maneuverable than the Gimle, if it's gonna outmaneuver her somehow. They just have seemed to have a locked aim point at the back turrets there. Cram shots popping in. See if the burst gonna shoot them down from the Cataclysm. Oh no, they went through. One hit, I think. Right, now we're getting too much ranged combat here. The Cataclysm is kind of running away. The mortars are close to hit. Well. Ooh. Almost pretty good hit. I wonder if these are decoys or if these are real ones. I think that's real ones. Bam. Doing some damage over there. Gimle is at 91. Cataclysm is at 96. I think it's pretty likely that Cataclysm is gonna win this one. But we'll see. The Gimle is good to fight to the last percentages. It like fights while despawning. That's the hallmark of the Gimle. And the Draconia. And most of my designs since I tried to make them redundant. That's a pretty good hit here. I'm just gonna pause a quick little bit here to see how the damage is holding up. The armor is holding up here. Whoa. Don't tell me this is actually the AI here, man. Are we getting a lucky shot at the AI or something? That would be insane. Gimle is at 88 percentages. What happened, mate? What happened? That's a good lead. The Cataclysm is doing pretty good here. Alright. Trying to fly with the swarm. We don't have any major turret missing. It must have been just that a Cataclysm deals a lot of damage, basically. And damage it deals. I was really hoping that maybe my sniper cannons can kind of help out a little bit in this situation. But I'm not sure they're able to do much. Let us do like this. We're just flying in slow motion and see what this sniper shot is gonna hit. So of course the 30% chance is gonna be deflected, I suppose, but whatever. Aww. Just cutting through some tiny blocks there, that's boring. Well. It is supposed to aim underwater, but, well. Gimle 82 percentages, Cataclysm 93. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for the Cataclysm. It's just able to reliably deal damage, and its weapons are kind of bypassing the Gimle's defensive systems. So it's like not a hard counter, but a general counter of ships like the Gimle. Which makes me think that Pizza Summoner's Cataclysm, if it wins this battle, then she will be pretty good at defeating the other ships in the winnings bracket, which we probably pitch against each other. No promises, but that's the plan. That is the plan. Like the Ragnarok battles. If you defeat the Ragnarok, you get to fight the other things. I think a similar thing we did with the Gimle. First, everyone has to beat the Gimle, and when we feel done with that, we're gonna pitch the official bracket stuff against each other. But before that's gonna be talked about even, well, we're gonna make sure that the official submissions are closed, and that's kind of a good while away. Since we wanted to have open submissions for like really long, so probably a couple of months at least before we even think about that. So if you want to send something in to fight the Gimle, it's not too late. Join the Discord, get yourself from the death roll, check the game events rules, see the pinned rules there to fight the Gimle, and build your ship and submit it. Simple as that. Gimle is at 73. It doesn't feel like the Gimle has many good things to fight back with anymore. How is the Vigoletta Marksman doing? It's doing great, but too little damage, too slow. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like a lot of layers of alloy, man. Very well built, well designed, and cool looking design indeed. Alright. 71 versus 92. I believe Pizza Summoner's Cataclysm will take home this victory. But we shall see. We're only 4 minutes into the battle. Man, we're having our mini blasters here taking down shields and stuff, doing tiny EMP damage. They're like not accurate enough at this range, so they're not even doing a good job at taking out shields and stuff. I wonder if it's a good idea to, if you're having a laser ship that shares the same LAM system with laser, if it's maybe a good idea to intentionally make the LAM nodes fragile, so that the LAMs will not use the power when it's kind of too late for that type of jazz. Wow. The Cataclysm is winning this so hard. The cram cannons are just not firing right now. They are just not firing. I just wanna see here what it's like proper hesh. That's like the most of that thing. Oh my god. So, excuse that. I didn't mess something up, did I? No, good. Anyways, Hesh Blaster seems to be a pretty good way going up here. 61 percentages versus 91. That's a super hard win for Pizza Summoner's Cataclysm. It's generally very well adapted, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Cataclysm in future battles. I think it's gonna do a great job at becoming one of the better ships out there. But we shall see indeed. We shall see indeed. Always good to learn that blasting Hesh shells in swarms like this can actually be a really good way to deal a lot of damage. I think maybe especially like at spacious things like this, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cataclysm did pretty well against some of the Secret Advisors stuff too. That's kind of also very spacious Ares designs. Well, Gimle is down below 55%, so super congratulations to the Pits of Summer's Cataclysm. This is a good looking design. It's not cheesing the hell out of anything here, what I can see. It's a proper, good, and very efficient battling design. May have some small issues with running on ground, but you know, if it doesn't have bad luck, it's gonna deal some pretty darn good damage here. Well, the Gimle is out of this one, which means we'll be checking the Gimle against another ship in the future next time, and we're gonna put the Cataclysm in the winner's bracket. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this little battle, and if you did, you should definitely leave a like and do subscribe to stay tuned here. This is your host, Gmodism, saying huge thanks to the commissioned officers in the Army of Gmodism and our YouTube members as well. I'll see you next time, and join the Discord and submit ships if you want to participate. And with that, I will just say bye bye, and indeed, thanks for watching again.